Hey guys, Risque here, and welcome back to Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. So last we left off, my weed was the only thing getting me through this fucking game. So I scrolled ahead on the walkthrough a little bit just so we know what we're gonna do, because I'm not trying to figure anything out anymore. So, proof the Chief Gant murdered Detective Goodman made Miss Sky dispose of his body. I didn't know we were getting another sentence. Do I have any concrete proof? I was just trying to get to this part. I have no proof yet. There we go. It's no use showing evidence I'm not even sure of myself. No, Your Honor. At present, I have no conclusive evidence. See, Edgy. In that case, this court is forced to penalize you for your allegations against the Chief. And I'm glad I read ahead, because I would have been pissed. What? Here's a tip. Never gamble what you can't afford to lose, Righto. He just sounds like all of his dialogue is written by AI. I don't like it. It seems that Lady Luck was on my side again today. Okay, Edgy, I'll leave the rest to you. I warned you earlier, Mr. Wright. This is an affront to a senior officer in our nation's law enforcement agency. Wow. Lady Luck, Maybe we should have a word with her. Mr. Edgeworth, what do you mean? There's one lady who knows the real truth behind this trial. We haven't yet had the honor of hearing her testimony. A lady who knows the truth? Another witness. In the absence of conclusive evidence, the only other method of proof is testimony. Chief Gant has invoked his right to refuse to testify. There's still someone else. One more witness who can answer all the questions raised in this trial. Someone right in this very room. Mr. Edgeworth, who is this person? How stupid? How stupid can you be? How stupid are you? Why are you asking me, Your Honor? Have you forgotten? The defense is the one calling witnesses today. Mr. Wright, does such a witness exist? She may not be willing to tell the truth. But we can't just stop now. Yes, Your Honor. The defense calls forth... the defendant, Miss Lana Sky? Why would I not have her testify? I mean, if this were a typical case, that's the point. The defendant needs to testify. Am I stupid? Is that such a crazy idea that it would warrant that kind of reaction? I feel like... Anyway. I'm trying to think too logically, and I need to stop, because this game has no logic. It took them this long to even, fucking mention perjury, for God's sake. She was in the underground parking lot at 5:15 p.m. on February 21st. Her task to dispose of the victim's body. In accordance with a certain someone's orders. Mr. Edgeworth? Prosecution has no objections, Your Honor. Very well. The court will now take its final recess for the day. In 15 minutes, we will reconvene to hear the defendant's testimony and finally put all this fucking bullshit behind us once and for goddamn all. Court's now in Hold on! Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, for fuck's sake. Chief Gant, I thought you were going to eat. Yeah, get out of here. Nobody wants to hear you. Listen good, Lana. He's talking to Lana. Thank you for explaining that, Phoenix. I couldn't tell when he said her fucking name. I don't think you need me to tell you this, but if you accept Mr. Wright's claims, there will be terrible consequences. That's right. Your sister will be found guilty for Neil Marshall's murder. So you've murdered somebody else to pin it on somebody else, and this is too much. This is just too much. This isn't good. Of course, you'd never support such outrageous claims anyway, right? Just something to think about. Also, these are just very not even thinly veiled threats. would not be okay. Anyway, that alone should prove the guilt. Anyway, just something to think about. Alright then. I've got a lunch date to meet. Hope you get food poisoning and die. Okay. If there are any further objections, this court is now in recess. God, I have a headache. February 25th, 2:04 p.m. District Court Defendant Lobby number 2. Looks like we managed to stay in the game. Yeah, thanks to your help, Edgeworth. That chief, he's something else, eh, pals? Detective Gumshoe. Not a detective anymore. Oh yeah, sorry about that. Don't worry, I've already decided where to work now. At your office. Oh dear God. My office? Sure. I'll take the place of that top-knotted girl you used to work with. I mean, he'd be a better partner than Emma, I'll take it. Could he mean Maya? No, the other top-knotted girl you used to work with. Still, looks like we're all out of moves now. Chief Gant's done it again. How is it he always gets the upper hand? It's not fair he has the right to refuse to testify. I mean, we all have that right. But sure, it's not fair. Settle down, Wright. Remember what the judge said. Chief, that is not a right to be casually invoked. There are certain risks to be considered. Risks? What did he mean by that? It's simple. If the chief refuses to testify, the opposite also holds true. You mean he forfeits his right to say anything too? Oh God. Emma, are you okay? Yeah, when I came to, I was in the medical office. I've been listening to the trial from the gallery. So she heard everything that's been going on. Emma, I'm sorry for what I said before. No, don't be. It was the truth. You know, it's funny. I almost feel somehow relieved. Relieved? Yeah, now I finally know what really happened. To think that all this time, my sister was being blackmailed by that terrible man. And she did it all, just to protect me. Ever since her appointment as chief prosecutor, everyone who knew her, she said she changed. Perhaps it was easier that way for her. What do you mean? What do you think I mean? To follow Chief Gant's orders. She must have shut herself up deep inside, to force herself to do anything and everything the chief told her to do. That must be why she became so cold. It was all my fault. Yep, it was. It's all because I murdered Mr. Marshall. Oh, right. Wait. Oh, Neil Marshall, not Jake Marshall. I got my Marshalls mixed up. Okay, I'm with it now. Hey, don't go blaming yourself now. If you want to blame anyone, blame society, pal. There we go. That's what I always say. Blame society. Chief Gant may be able to fool everyone else with his forgery, but he can fool my memory. Can't fool my memory. I remember now. I knocked Mr. Marshall into that armor. I see. Well, we better get back. It's time for the final act. Let's do this shit. Emma, why don't you wait here? No, I'm going with you. I want to be there. When Lana tells the truth. If she tells the truth. Let's go, Wright. It's time to end this. Oh, thank you, Jesus. Oh, just one more. Just one more. We've got this. Okay, I'll go ahead and do a save here. Now then, will the defendant, Miss Lana Skye, please take the stand? Miss Lana Skye, you are the chief prosecutor. I'm sure you're aware of what is required of you. But Mr. Edgeworth, you already know everything. You know all that I've done these past 2 years. Please provide the court with your testimony, Miss Skye. And remember, you are under oath. We want to hear the truth. Of course. The truth. Lana, no matter what happens, I'll always be your sister. My condolences, Lana. Now then, your testimony, if you will. First, tell us about your relationship with Chief Gant. Everything hinges on your testimony. You're the only chance we have to get Gant. I worked alongside Gant for years. There's no truth to this blackmail theory. I fabricated the evidence 2 years ago all by myself. When I found Prosecutor Marshall's body, I rearranged the crime scene. My only motivation was to get Dark convicted. It had nothing to do with Emma. Are you sure about this testimony? Your Honor, I'm confessing to a capital offense. Of course I'm sure. But Lana, if this is true, then that means Chief Gant has nothing to do with this. That's what I've been telling you from the beginning. Please, Mr. Wright, you've got to help her. She's sacrificing herself because of me. But what if she's telling the truth? She's not. I know my own sister. Whenever she speaks stiffly like that, she's hiding something inside. Deep down, she's really screaming in agony. Yeah, this is no time to start second-guessing myself. The defense may now begin its cross-examination. This is gonna take forever. Okay. So we're gonna press her fourth statement. You say you did all this by yourself. Yes. Would you mind telling us what you found when you arrived at the crime scene? It seems I was the first person to discover the scene. The broken prosecutor award knife was stuck in the victim's body. What? But Prosecutor Marshall died from an unfortunate accident. That's only a situation you dreamed was possible. The reality is, it wasn't my sister who took the prosecutor's life. Fantasize all you want, Mr. Wright, but I'll never change this statement. You mean Prosecutor Marshall wound up being killed by Dark? Something like that. If that is so, what happened to the other murder weapon? Drake was carrying a switchblade knife. Dark. I can't read. Oh, that was lying on the floor a little distance away. It was probably knocked away in the struggle. That's not how it went down. She's trying to cover up her lies with more lies. All just to protect me. Shut up. I'm not interested in your opinion. So when you found the scene like this, what did you do? After all, this is what everything boils down to. Yes. Okay. So we're gonna press that. You planted the tip of Dark's knife in the victim's wounds, and then you moved the body? But why? Why would you do that? You of all people should know, Edgeworth. You've always had a good head on your shoulders. My head isn't that bad, but maybe I gotta ask for the sake of the others. Why did you move the body? When you showed up on the scene, where exactly was the victim's body? It was where you deduced it was, by Chief Gant's desk. But the body was found by your desk. Why did you move it there? The reason for that is simple. Let's have the witness explain this in more detail. The reason this guy moved the body. So we're gonna present the jar. Miss Guy, I understand how you feel. You committed that crime 2 years ago to protect your sister. You mean the forgery at the scene where Neil Marshall was murdered. If that truth were to be exposed now, the past 2 years of your life will have been in vain. Even so, I am compelled to bring to everyone's attention a significant contradiction within your testimony. Contradiction in my testimony? Yeah, that's literally what I just said. You testified, and I quote, "The pieces of the jar that shattered during the events threatened my plan." That's right. Do you have a problem with that? It's a simple oversight, really. You see, a message was written on this jar with the victim's blood. Yes, the prosecutor must have written it in his final moments. Exactly so. And this is where the contradiction lies. In order for the victim to be able to write his message on the jar, it must not yet have been broken before he died. He couldn't have written his name on a shattered jar. That's true. That is true. Order. Your Honor, it would appear more information is needed in regard to this jar and its bloody message. We may be missing something critical here. Something critical? Chief Prosecutor, it seems as in the dark as we are about the truth towards which we're headed. What? Just tell us exactly what you saw. We'll piece together the information to arrive at the truth. Very well. The witness may now continue her testimony. Okay. I immediately noticed the blood traces on the jar, but it was dark in the room and I didn't have time to check it out. To be safe, I wiped away the blood. The fragments were large, so I'm sure I got them all. All I could think about was wiping them clean before they were discovered. Yeah-huh. You mean we're the one who wiped away the message in blood? I wasn't chief prosecutor at the time. She didn't think Dark was the real murderer. That's why she tried to erase the real evidence. Very well. The defense may now begin its cross-examination. Okay, so on her fourth statement, I'm gonna present the jar again. Miss Sky, I believe this jar conceals a truth even you were unaware of. What? We found the final piece of this jar in Chief Gant's safe. In the chief's safe? But how? I knew it. She really didn't know. There's something even more disturbing about that final piece. There was still blood on it. But the witness just testified that she gathered every last piece and wiped the blood off of them. Yes, which leaves us with only one explanation. On the night Prosecutor Marshall was murdered, you were not the first one to show up on the scene. Chief Gant got there before you. This is so stupid. Honestly, who gives a shit? Ugh, like, what does this have to do with literally anything? Oh, Jesus, okay. But couldn't the defendant have simply missed a piece? I'm afraid that's unlikely. The pieces are too big for anyone to miss, let alone an ace detective. That may well be, but everyone makes mistakes. Even I once wasted an entire day looking for my dentures. They were in my mouth all along. Really hoping the next episode is our last one. Really hoping. If you've forgotten, Your Honor, when this witness arrived at the scene, the jar was already broken. Oh, that. There's no way a name could have been written on a shattered jar. Another person discovered the scene prior to the witness. Hope you're not implying this person was Chief Gant. At the time, he was looking for Dark downstairs. Besides, even if he was there first, why would he break the jar? The question is, if he did arrive there first, why did he hide that fact for 2 years? Well, Your Honor, can you answer us that? Ooh, please get sassy with him, Phoenix. I hate him. No. If we're in Australia, no. Wait, I'm not the one on trial here. Damon Gant arrived at the crime scene prior to the witness. He proceeded to break the jar and purposefully hid one of the broken pieces. Question: what is this action called? Fabrication of evidence. But why would Chief Gant do that? In light of what happened afterwards, isn't it clear? What happened afterwards? We'll see what next episode. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe, share this with your friends, hit the bells to don't miss an upload, and I'll see you guys next time.